Procrastination isn't laziness. It's not a character defect or a lack of willpower. It's something far more fundamental. It's your brain's way of protecting you from discomfort, a deeply ingrained survival mechanism kicking in. When you avoid starting, you're dodging anxiety, that uncomfortable feeling that something might go wrong, self-doubt, that nagging voice whispering you're not good enough, and the fear of failing, the ultimate blow to your ego. Your mind would rather you scroll endlessly through social media, clean your already spotless desk, or distract yourself with anything and everything than risk not being perfect. Then risk falling short of some impossible standard you've set for yourself. We tell ourselves, I'll be more inspired tomorrow when the stars align and the mood strikes. Or, I need more info, drowning ourselves in research to avoid the actual work. But those are just clever excuses, elaborate stories we tell ourselves to justify our inaction. Every time you delay, every time you give in to the urge to procrastinate, you reinforce the idea that you can't handle the challenge. You strengthen the neural pathways that lead to avoidance. The truth? The uncomfortable truth is, you're not lazy. You're not inherently flawed or incapable. You're scared, plain and simple, of messing up, of judgment, of not being good enough, of exposing your vulnerabilities and falling short of expectations. But fear is just a feeling, not a fact. It's a story your brain is telling you, not necessarily the truth. Once you see procrastination for what it is, once you understand its true nature, fear in disguise, cleverly masked as productivity or preparation, you can start to manage it. You can begin to take control of your actions and your life. The goal isn't to eliminate fear, that's an unrealistic and ultimately unattainable goal, but to move forward even when it's there, to act in spite of your fear, to prove to yourself that you are capable. That's how you break the cycle, the endless loop of avoidance and self-doubt, and start living the life you want, the life you deserve, free from the shackles of procrastination. You don't need to wait for confidence. Confidence isn't a prerequisite for action. You build it by acting in spite of fear, by taking that first step, even when your knees are shaking. The first step is to call it out, to acknowledge the truth of the situation. I'm not lazy, I'm just scared. Name the feeling, give it a voice. And that's okay. It's human to be scared, because feelings can be managed. They don't have to control you. You can learn to act even when your heart is pounding, even when your palms are sweating and your mind is racing. It's not about being fearless, about magically erasing all your anxieties. It's about moving anyway. It's about choosing to act, despite the presence of fear. So next time you hesitate, when you feel that familiar urge to procrastinate, remember, it's not a flaw, it's fear. It's a natural human emotion, not a sign of weakness, and you can handle fear. You are stronger than you think. Start small, but start. Take one tiny, manageable step forward. That's how you move forward. That's how you reclaim your life. Fear rarely looks like fear. It hides as perfectionism, confusion, comparison, or even boredom. I can't finish until it's perfect is really, I'm afraid of being judged. Overwhelm? That's fear of making the wrong move. Comparing yourself to others? That's fear whispering you're not enough. Even sudden tiredness can be fear, draining your energy to keep you safe from risk. Fear is a master of disguise, but once you spot it, you can call its bluff. Don't let these disguises fool you. Recognize the fear and you take away its power. Procrastination shows up everywhere, sometimes as productive tasks. The student who cleans instead of writing their paper isn't lazy. They're afraid of a bad grade. The artist who never paints fears their work won't match their dreams. The employee who never asks for a raise fears rejection more than staying underpaid. Even putting off a doctor's appointment is about fearing bad news, not being too busy. In every case, fear blocks action, and procrastination becomes the shield. Spot the pattern. Avoidance is just fear in action. Once you see it, you can choose differently. Recognizing fear is step one. It's acknowledging that feeling of hesitation, that resistance that bubbles up when you're about to step outside your comfort zone. And if recognizing fear is the first step, then action is step two. It's the antidote to fear, the force that propels you forward. Use the 5-second rule. This is your secret weapon against overthinking. The moment you think of a goal or an action you need to take, count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and move before fear talks you out of it. Don't give your brain a chance to sabotage you. Make tasks tiny. Break down overwhelming goals into manageable steps. Instead of thinking, I have to write the entire report, just open the document. That's it. Momentum starts with the smallest step. One tiny action leads to another. Forgive yourself for slipping up. It's okay to stumble, it's part of the process. Self-compassion breaks the guilt cycle and helps you reset. It allows you to learn from your mistakes without getting stuck in them. Be specific. Schedule your action and tell someone. This adds a layer of accountability. I'll work out becomes Gym Tuesday, 6 p.m. text a friend for accountability. Make it real, make it concrete. Fear hates clarity and commitment. It thrives in ambiguity. Use these tools to outsmart your brain's urge to delay. They're designed to help you take control. Start small, act fast, and keep moving. Don't stop, don't hesitate, just keep going. Every action chips away at fear. Each step forward weakens its grip. That's how you build progress, one action at a time. Change doesn't come from passively waiting for motivation to strike like a bolt of lightning. It's not about grand gestures or monumental shifts. It comes from small, decisive actions, repeated consistently. When you feel the urge to delay, when procrastination whispers in your ear, count down from 5 and act immediately. Don't give yourself time to overthink. You'll never feel completely ready. That perfect moment is a myth. But you can choose to move anyway, even with the slightest tremor of fear or doubt. Each time you do, each time you defy that hesitation, you build self-trust and momentum, creating a positive feedback loop. Don't waste energy on guilt or worry about past inaction. Instead, redirect that energy into taking one small step forward right now. You don't need the whole plan meticulously mapped out, just clarity on the very next action. Write the email you've been putting off. Make the call that makes you nervous. Take the first step, no matter how small it seems. Confidence grows from doing, from experiencing the results of your actions, not from endless thinking and planning. Your dreams aren't too big or audacious. You're far more capable and resilient than you currently believe. Break the pattern of procrastination. Pick one thing, just one. Count down from 5, and go. This is your moment, the perfect opportunity to begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.